If you just bear with me for a little while, just to clarify some things also. But first of all, since Mrs. Teo talked about impressions of tonight's forum, I must say that I'm very encouraged that many of you have highlighted areas of concern, which is really quite in line with what the government is looking at in terms of key focus area that the budget should also be considering. So for instance, in education, in SMEs, promoting SMEs, obviously in creating good jobs for Singaporeans. In education, I think that's really, really key, helping the aged, right? Helping our elderly citizens age gracefully with dignity, you know, healthcare, that's really related to healthcare too. And of course, future of Singapore, how to continue to grow and have a good future for not just ourselves, but our future generation in terms of growing the economy and so on. So I think really these are key areas of concern that you have highlighted, and these are also really areas that we are concerned about. So I think we are more or less in alignment. But exactly how do we do it? I think we'll take your feedback and views into consideration, definitely. But let me also try and clarify this thing about teachers, good quality teachers, being able to motivate students. I think it's true for all students, really. And I think every parent, every school would want to have good teachers to teach their students, regardless of whether it's normal tech, you know, express stream, independent school, and so on. And I think the MOE's priority really is to get good teachers, to get good quality teachers, to train and produce good quality teachers for all schools. And must be one of the criteria to make every school a good school, really, right? So again, you know, something very valuable. I must also emphasize that my understanding is MOE provide equal resources, funding. I mean, if they have opportunity fund, they give to schools. Funds for financial assistance, everybody get the same amount too. That's my understanding. Resources, in my own area constituency, I've just got a primary school, Heartland Primary School that has been primed, that means upgraded. And I just went house visit, and all the residents were saying how beautiful it is. It is a primary school, and they said, is it because two schools are combining into one? I say, no, it's just because it's been upgraded. So exactly the same resources. In CCA, could be different because the different schools adopt slightly different enrichment curriculum. In fact, many of the neighborhood schools also have got enrichment curriculum, and they bring the kids overseas and so on too. Right? And they have assistance for needy families. So really, I think the curriculum is different because the school are given some independence as to the areas that they want to excel in, they want to pursue, and so on, okay? Health education, dementia. I agree with you. When we talk about home care, nursing home, the whole spectrum of healthcare services available, say for instance in the intermediate long-term care sector, that's what you're talking about, right? Step-down care, community hospitals, then nursing homes, day rehab, home care. All of this is an ecosystem that we're trying to build up, and where the client goes or the patient goes really depend on his level of frailty, level of mobility, and so on. So if you are very severely demented, you probably will have to be institutionalized. But what we hope to do is to delay institutionalization for as long as possible. And if he's slightly demented, and there are quite a number of elderly residents that may be slightly demented, but able to lead quite independent life at home or with the help of a caregiver, or maybe just go to day rehab and then get back home every day. It doesn't have to be institutionalized. So we are not talking about severely demented patients for home care, really. It also depends on the ADL, different levels, right? Okay, so I think that's about it. Again, to conclude, let me agree with Mrs. Teo that I think the dialogue session has been extremely fruitful and useful. I think all your feedback are really very valuable, good observations that you have highlighted, and we will definitely take it back, like Mrs. Teo said, because it's all recorded anyway, right? So thank you very much for taking your time to come here and contribute. Thank you.